guarantee that our next guest has guts and grit. In fact, some in her immediate family would say she could be a little more cautious. Lynn Johnny Jankowski is a world champion professional bull rider, and there is no doubt she works extremely hard for her money. Here is what she does.
I just kept getting hit and getting hit and getting hit, and but each hit I was going, well, you know, that one's not serious, that one's not too bad, you know, this one's not too bad, and hey, you just hope it goes away. You don't panic. There's no room for panic.
Johnny Jankowski got 2 cracked ribs from that encounter with the bull, but as usual, she came back. She is trying this year for her 3rd world champion bull riding title. We're very pleased to have her join us now and talk about this. God! What?
You really picked a great footage to watch. It really showed
Incredible
me.
to me. We're going to take a look at that again in slow motion. Can you feel the pain when you see it?
Oh, yeah. That was an incredible time. It really
Tell me about it. I mean, there are a lot of things to talk about, but this is...
Well, that particular one, I'd been riding...
It was one mean monster.
You know, yeah, and I'd been riding all year, and I've been trying to get, obviously, the women's rodeo more exposure. Cheyenne was the best place I could think of. And it was a campaign, so it was the first time in 52 years they even allowed us to exhibition there, let alone, you know, they wouldn't let us compete. So the pressure was really there to get out there and perform and try hard and, you know, show off a little bit, and we can take it, and yet to convey the feminine image, and that we're ladies too, and we don't have to, you know, look like a truck driver to do this.
You don't look like no truck driver I've ever seen.
Well, thank you. So, the try was a little bit, you know, in that particular situation, I knew about 4 seconds or 5 seconds into the ride that I was in trouble. I was getting behind a little bit, and I just couldn't quite keep up with him, and I knew, you know, I was in for a storm. And
what did you know? You said, after how many seconds? 4 or 5 seconds?
We ride, yeah, about 4 seconds into the ride, 5 seconds, I knew I'd lost him.
An average ride's what, 9, 10 seconds?
No, we ride 6 seconds, the men ride 8.
Okay, so 6 seconds you ride. I mean, if you can stay on top of the bull for 6 seconds, yes, you have won.
Well, you've beaten the bull.
You've beaten
anyway.
the bull, yeah.
You might not necessarily won the round score-wise, but you've beaten the bull, yeah.
And so after 4 seconds, you knew that you were not winning.
Yes. Well, I didn't know I was not. Well, I lost. I'd lose in the battle with the bull.
Yeah, well, what told you that?
Basically, you try to sit up.
The bull said, "Hey, you're going to lose this."
You try to sit up as close as you can on your rope or on your hand, what you're holding on to on the bull, and about every jump out, after about 3 jumps out, I started getting behind him. And when you get behind off your rope, say...
sliding back?
Sliding back farther, so you're really getting out to the end of your arm, and you're getting back, and your legs are more in the fat part of his belly instead of right behind his shoulder, so you're taking more power and more, you know, everything. And when that situation happens and you are aware of it, you should just basically pull a ripcord, which is our rope, and just pull the tail open so your hands can free and jump off. But I got so into the event and...
All right, we got this. I'm going to run it again. It's okay, right?
Yeah.
Because we got another tape that's going to show you doing real good.
Okay.
We'll end on a high note. But take a look at this one more time and just describe what's happening here. Because this shows you the tough end. There you come out of the whatever.
Yep,
chute.
out of the chute. See right here, you can see I'm getting back just a little bit, right there.
Ooh.
And there's another angle from when they show the slow motion from the side. If we fall off opposite the hand we ride with, see, I'm right-handed, I came off the left side, will most probably hang up.
Ooh.
You know, obviously like this. And you can see that the
when
tail
you
of the rope
right there.
is, yeah.
Right.
See the rope flinging around there, that'll release your hand. But you know when you're beat. And sometimes you can think, oh, if I just...
Now what are you thinking right there?
Right there, it's...
As you raise your hand in victory.
That mostly is for the crowd. Because
to say I'm okay, that I've survived, that I'm not dead?
Partly, you know, even if you're just hurting, which I didn't feel very good when I jumped up like that.
But you didn't.
But at that particular time, it's built up so strong and so big, and that the women can't take it. And if I would have got hurt out there and drug off or something, the biggest thing that the crowd would have said, look, she doesn't belong out there. She has no business, you know, she shouldn't have done that. And, you know, I'm a professional. That's part of what happens.
Yeah, but you also believe you're carrying some kind, as a role model. You are saying to the world, women, what?
Well, we can do this. We can compete, you know. Do what you want to do. I don't care what anybody says. Just go out there and do it, you know. Make yourself happy, if that's what it, you know.
And the proudest moments in your life are not just winning championships, but when male cowboys and bull riders say to you, boy, I couldn't have done it any better.
Oh,
I couldn't have done it any...
That's bar none the biggest compliment I can get back there, because I have no intentions of competing against the men. You know, we ride a lot of the same bulls, and so you can see a cowboy ride the day before, and you see him either get bucked off or you see him score. And, you know, if you see a world champion cowboy or somebody that's in the top 15 in the world in the men's division, you know, get dumped the day before, and you get the same bull and you ride him, inside you don't have to say anything. It's like, yeah, well, you know, I mean, I got by that one, you know, and it just speaks for yourself. And the cowboys, you know, they're not afraid to come out and say, you know, God, Johnny, that was great, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't have done any better.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as acceptance is concerned, no question, for you, you've done it.
Yeah, I've crossed that barrier, you know, and believe it or not, it's taken to the point that I mean, there's several cowboys, and you know, I'll even say their names because I don't think that they would care at this point. But I think it's like Donnie Gay, who's just like 8-time world champion, and you got somebody like Bobby Del Vecchio, who's a New York boy that's just been in there, and even in Cheyenne, they just conveyed to me afterwards, when it was all over. The first time I was like, God, geez, you know, woman hanging around out here, and
so what's she doing here?
Yeah, she's, you know, and when you're back there getting ready and you got your fingernail polish on and you break a nail, it's kind of like, God, isn't you guys got emery boards? You know, I just, you know, they're not going to have it. But then you get serious and you're getting in there and you're getting ready, and they watch your every move to see that you know what you're doing. And they're just going, oh, she's going to get dumped, you know. I hope she does, and it'll serve her right. And then when you do ride them, and then you ride them well, you know, that's, then, you know, they've taken that and go, God, you know, she didn't get dumped, and she really looked pretty good. And this last rodeo where this happened, I had broken my arm so bad, you know, 9 months prior, and I was really, really concerned about it. So I went into basically an ER trailer, emergency room trailer that's provided on the grounds for cowboys, and I had to take my shirt off, and I had a little muscle shirt on, and the guys are going, God,
she's been working out.
Yeah, you know, and yeah, you guys check this out, you know, and I mean, it wasn't like you just jump in there and think you could do it and walk out. Where some of the women can, this looks like a game, and I just don't treat it like a game.
I know you don't. We're going to talk about that. It has not been an easy road to get where you have been. Here's a successful ride. Describe this. Tell me the feelings and emotions when this tape comes out. Here it is. Oh, what are we doing here?
This is just right before, yeah, they're probably clearing the arena.
You're thinking about what?
Oh, this one isn't. Oh, yeah, this one is. This is one of the first ones, the first day there. This bull is fairly easy. You know, he's just straight across.
It doesn't look too easy to me.
Well, I mean, he was easy as far as rodeo bulls go.
Oh, there.
But this was after I'd campaigned for 6 or 7 months to sell what I do, and then I put it all together and wrote him, you know, and just to raise your hands up and see these people just erupt. Applause meter just went, whee! You know, it was just a hero, you know, immediate hero. It was like, oh, and you don't, the thing, and you can take the hat up and you shake the hair, and they go, and it is a girl. You know, it really is a girl. And,
all right, let me take a break, and we'll come back in a minute, and when we do, we'll talk about how you got started, because your parents didn't want you to do it. You had been
Would your mother want you to?
And it was not easy, and we'll discuss that and talk about the experience of being a great rodeo performer. Stay with us. Night Watch continues with Johnny Jankowski.
I think I can ride bulls at least 10 more years. I'm not saying I think my body could take it that long, but I don't know if I want to ride that long.
It's hard enough losing the paper illusion you've hidden inside.
Everybody wants a title. That's what it's all about. If there wasn't a title, it wouldn't, you know, it'd still be fun, but everybody's got to have a goal for whatever it is. At this point in my life, I'm an individual that can go out and do this when I'm not responsible to anybody, and so this is the time. Later on, I might not have the time.